Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Yes, today we are looking at the highly anticipated installment into the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, aptly named Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. Yes, here we have Captain Jack Sparrow once again in search of a legendary treasure, this time in the form of Poseidon's Trident. But he's not the only one in pursuit of this. No, he is also accompanied by a Henry Turner. Yes, that last name should sound familiar. Who is also looking for the Trident, along with Karina Smith, who is looking for the Trident, trying to complete the quest that her father, who she doesn't know much about except for the notebook that she has, but she's trying to carry out his quest as well. But they're not the only ones in pursuit of this Trident. Everybody's looking for it, including the famous Captain Barbossa, and all the while Captain Jack is being pursued by a ship manned by the undead and captained by the one and only Captain Salazar, who's looking for revenge on Captain Jack Sparrow. And we see how all of them collide in Dead Men Tell No Tales. I had a blast with this one. I had a lot more fun with this one than my first viewing of On Stranger Tides. And while I watched that again before I watched this film, I enjoyed that more. I still liked this one quite a bit. Dead Men Tell No Tales has a lot more of the spirit of the original trilogy, namely because most of the action actually takes place on the sea. One of the complaints I had with On Stranger Tides is there was a lot more on island and a lot less on pirate ships. This one has a lot of pirate ship action. We need more pirate ship films out there. Now, Captain Jack Sparrow, played by Johnny Depp, is more of the rummy Sparrow from the original trilogy, maybe a little too rummy at times, but he is on the outs and his character has aged as well, and is on probably the most dire straits that we've seen Captain Jack in. So that's a lot to say, but I still love Johnny Depp's character in here, and he's really become an iconic character who I think will last a long time in cinemas, long after this franchise is over. Captain Salazar is played by Javier Bardem. Loved Javier in this. When I learned he was going to be the quote-unquote villain in this film, though there's no really any good people in these movies usually, I was happy about it, and he eats up the screen quite a bit, and I enjoyed the way they wrote his character. Jeffrey Rush playing Captain Hector Barbossa actually gets more meaty role in here, and I like the story that they came up with. We get a little bit more backstory with him. The new blood that they have in here as well, in the form of Henry Turner, played by Brenton Thwaites. He holds his own with this crew, and I really enjoyed this casting a lot. And Kea Scoldario really was a great Karina Smith, this scientific-minded female in a very male-dominant world, trying to prove herself that she is a lot smarter than most of the guys out there, and doing a good job of it, I think, as well as trying to, complete her father's quest. This is a great story, and let me tell you, the last act of this film had me actually holding my breath at times. It was entertaining, and it got the adrenaline pumping. The action scenes in this were far better than I think in On Stranger Tides. And if you're a fan of this series, you will probably note this is probably the closer, between On Stranger Tides and this is the closer in spirit and feeling and action to the original trilogy than the fourth one was. So overall, yes, I loved Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. My kids loved it. I give it 4.5 stubs. It was worth the price of admission, seeing it on the big screen, some great effects, and just a fun time at the movies. And that'll about do it for us here on The Final Cut. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.